Hi everyone. Bit of a test episode really. Not sure what the name of the channel will be yet. Not sure if the channel will become a thing. This is all very much a test of my equipment. Basically, I've spent the summer accumulating some kit in the hope to do some wild camps in the New Forest. Somewhere that I've lived my entire life. Obviously wild camping, not allowed. Technically, there's a fine. I think as long as we play smart and leave things tidier than when we came, I don't think we're really doing anything harmful. Actually doing some good for the New Forest if we're tidying up some rubbish. So this first camp is kind of in an extension of my back garden, but I'll explain that when we get a little bit closer. So the spot we're aiming for is down by the Beaulieu River. It's this bit of woodland on the right hand side of the screen. The grass is quite long. They've mowed some paths in about halfway down, but being a New Forest there are ticks, so I've got my boots on, I've got my jeans tucked in, so we'll fight through the long knee-high grass and we'll try and get down to the spot that I'm planning without anybody seeing us. So I've scouted this spot once, a couple of weeks ago, so just one last sweep. No, not seeing anybody. So in we go. Yes. So we have a hammock tent with us tonight, not Hennessy, not yet, it's just a cheap one to start. So let's start looking, let's get through this thicket and start looking for something appropriate to put this hammock up for tonight. And once we've got that in place, we'll take a little look around the camp. We've got about an hour and a half of light left, maybe two at a push, because we are down by where the sun sets on the waterfront. As you can see, it gets wet and the tide can bring it right up, so you don't want to go too close. But I'm going to turn the camera off, find somewhere appropriate to set this hammock, and then we'll take a little look around the camp. Out of breath already. It's very hot today, but we'll have a little chat in a minute. Right, so camp's all set for the night. We'll take a look at that in just a sec. It took a little bit longer than planned because the instructions that come with the tent said 10 feet between the trees, so I found one virtually 10 feet on the dot. Unfortunately a little bit too far apart, so we've gone for about 8 feet apart, and it seems to be hanging quite well. I've sat in it, weight tested it, seems absolutely fine, but just had a boat go past on the Beaulieu River. I think the tide's coming in, looking at it, which would be quite nice. Sun setting as the tide comes in, but we'll go out there and take a look in a sec. I wanted to show you the setup first. So as you can see, it's nothing special, it's not Hennessy, anything like that, not yet. One day maybe. This is very much a test phase for this set of adventures, if I enjoy it. The tent is from eBay, so yeah, definitely a Chinese knockoff of a Hennessy. The tarp's probably a little bit too big for the two trees that I've got it set between. But I don't mind that being quite low over the hammock tonight, because whilst we're not expecting rain tonight, it's a beautiful evening. We are expecting some rain tomorrow morning, roughly when I'm going to be waking up. It's a Thursday evening. I've get that glare out a little bit. Yeah, I've left the wife and the kids at home tonight. I've escaped for a night of peace, but I do have to be up for work tomorrow. I start at 7:30, so I'm going to be setting an alarm for about 5:30. So yeah, I'm out by the Beaulieu River. I'll give hints at locations. Like I say, I don't want to give exact locations, drop pins, tell you exactly where, because as with anything that is illegal, you're going to have people frowning upon wild camping, but camping should be for everybody. It's become far too expensive nowadays, far too much kit. I'll explain. I'll sit down and put the camera on the tripod in a moment so we can sort of have a little chat and find out why I'm doing this. But camping shouldn't be expensive, it shouldn't be complicated. You shouldn't need to take the kitchen sink. It should be as easy as running in, grabbing a bag and away you go. But yeah, a beautiful sunset over the Beaulieu River. So if you can figure out where I am via the Beaulieu River, well done, keep it to yourself. Actually, just before we head back in, I thought I'd do a walk across the front to see how obvious the tent is. Now, I know where it is, I know it's in there, I can see it pretty clear. I'm maybe 20 feet from it at the moment. Let's take a walk across the front. So, it becomes a lot more open this side, but we do have this low foliage of the oaks, so we're pretty good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that for a first setup. So I've seen several boats go past. We're at high tide now. I don't think the water's got much further to come up. I'm probably 200-300 yards away from people when they go past. I can see them well enough that I don't think they can see me. I don't think they're looking for someone, are they? So yeah, I think I'm pretty well concealed. It's a really quiet, pleasant evening. I'm looking forward to the sunset over the river. Yeah, I might make a hot chocolate in a minute as well. This is turning out to be a good night. So we're about, I guess, half an hour after sunset now. I haven't seen a boat since just before the sunset. That was the last one in, a sailboat. But just before it gets too dark to come out here without a light, I wanted to sort of have a little scout. I take my lamp that I've got on in there, and I'm probably 25 feet away. Yeah, what a lovely evening it's been. I'm gonna jump into the hammock, hunker down for the evening because we've got an early rise in the morning, 5:30. Let's see when the alarm goes off. Right, morning guys. It's early, it's still about 5:45. I've broken camp down. The rains came as expected, which is still going on now, but we stayed dry during the night. It's meant it's cut out some of the light this morning. That's me being in shadow. Yeah, we're all packed up. I want to get out of here quick because there's dog walkers in this not this area, but the area I'll be exiting to virtually every morning about 6:30. So time to get up, out and home, and hopefully not too wet. So we're about 5 minutes from home now. It's really warm despite this rain. It's very, very muggy out. Just wanted to cover off a few bits. So the hammock slept pretty well. Took me a little while to go off. I think that's having not slept in a hammock before. I think with a little bit more time and care setting up, my sleep would have been a little bit better. It's not to say I didn't sleep, I did, and I got some good sleep as well. It felt deep. Time to get in, get a good strong coffee in me, nice warm shower, and I'm ready for work today. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Hopefully we get to do this at least once a month, and who knows, let's see where it takes us. See you soon, guys.